Welcome to my channel, friends. My name's Henry, and I've lived a long, full life, over 90 years of it, in fact. And let me tell you, those years didn't just happen by luck. I made choices, some hard, some simple, that helped me live this long. One of the biggest game changers? Switching to a plant-based diet. Back when I was younger, meat and potatoes were staples on every American dinner table. But over the years, I started paying closer attention to how food made me feel, how it affected my energy, and even my mood. Today, I want to share with you what I've learned through the decades. If you're curious about how a plant-based lifestyle can help you live not just longer, but better, stick around. This isn't just about food, it's about life. Let's dive into it. Number 1. More energy, even in my 90s. I remember waking up in my late 60s feeling sluggish, like I had sand in my joints. That all started to change when I leaned into plant-based eating. Vegetables, fruits, legumes, nuts. These foods don't weigh you down. They lift you up. After a few months of cutting down on meat and processed food, I noticed something. I wasn't just staying awake longer. I was moving more freely, even dancing again with my wife in the kitchen. I had energy I hadn't felt since my 40s. Turns out, plants give your body what it needs without the baggage. My doctor said my blood pressure improved, and my cholesterol dropped like a rock. But more than the numbers, it was how I felt. Alive, capable, and more present with my grandkids. That's energy money can't buy. Number 2. A heart that keeps on ticking. Heart disease runs in my family. My father passed away from a heart attack in his 60s. That haunted me for a long time. So when I started reading about how plant-based diets support heart health, I paid attention. I swapped out steaks for lentils and fried foods for leafy greens. Bit by bit, my heart started thanking me. My doctor told me that my arteries looked cleaner than most folks half my age. And you know what else? I stopped needing most of the medications I was on. I've kept my ticker strong, not with fancy supplements, but with good old-fashioned plant food. It's not about eating like a rabbit. It's about choosing life, love, and moments that last. And when you've got a strong heart, you've got the power to keep showing up for the people who matter. Number 3. Sharper mind, brighter days. People often ask me how I stay so sharp. I joke and say it's all the crossword puzzles, but the truth is, what you feed your body, you feed your brain too. I found that eating more berries, leafy greens, whole grains, and nuts help me stay focused. I don't forget where I put my keys anymore, or what my wife asked me to pick up from the store. That mental clarity, it's a gift. I've read studies that show plant-based diets are linked to a lower risk of Alzheimer's and dementia. That makes sense to me. You reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and boom, your brain gets the fuel it needs. I've written letters to my great-grandkids, played chess with my son, and even started learning Spanish, all because my mind feels awake. That's the kind of legacy I want to live. Number 4. Weight that stays off for good. Weight gain snuck up on me in my 50s. I wasn't moving as much, eating out more, and slowly the pounds packed on. It wasn't until I started eating plant-based that the scale finally budged, and stayed that way. I didn't go on any crazy diets, just swapped processed snacks for fruit, cut down on dairy, and started enjoying homemade veggie stews and salads. The beauty of it? I could eat until I was full, and still lose weight. My clothes fit better, my joints hurt less, and I didn't get winded walking up the stairs anymore. It's not about being skinny. It's about being strong and steady. Losing that extra weight gave me the confidence to get back into life. I started gardening again, walking to the store, even helping neighbors with their yards. All thanks to what I put on my plate. Number 5. A lifestyle that feeds the soul. Now here's the part most folks don't expect. Eating plants isn't just good for the body, it's good for the spirit. When I made the shift, I felt more connected to the world around me. I started thinking about where my food came from, how it was grown, and who it impacted. My relationship with food became more mindful, more grateful. And you know what? That gratitude spread into other parts of my life. I slowed down. I appreciated the breeze, the quiet moments, the sound of birds in the morning. Eating this way isn't about deprivation, it's about abundance. Abundance of health, yes, but also of joy, peace, and purpose. Every bite reminds me I'm part of something bigger. And at my age, that means everything. Thanks for watching, friends. I hope something I shared today spoke to you. Maybe you're thinking about making a change, or maybe you're just curious. Either way, I'm glad you stopped by. This plant-based journey of mine wasn't perfect, but it sure was powerful. I'm not here to preach. I'm here to tell you what worked for me, in the hopes it might help you too. Life's a gift, and the choices we make every day shape how we get to experience it. So take care of yourself, love your people, and feed your body with kindness. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I've got plenty more stories to share from a life well lived. Until next time, be well and keep going.